Whoa. Hello, the internet. Brad and Casey from Manuscript. So, guys, we have actually a very serious thing to talk to you today about. It's some bad news. We've got to talk about fog, guys.
It's not good.
It's not good. And yet, there's a sort of, like, unspoken, like, attraction to this, and we figure we should just deal with it head on.
Yeah, it's like we brought it back into the zeitgeist. People are talking about it, and it's entirely Steve's fault.
It is Steve's fault, and we just want to make sure that nobody accidentally tries to run a turbo fog deck at like an F&M for any other reason than to troll your opponents. It's kitchen table magic at best.
At its most mediocre.
And it is. So anyway, we're going to just jump in and talk about the top three fog effects in Magic. So before we begin, 2 dishonorable mentions. Number 1, Pollen of Haze. This is a fog
that costs more.
2. It costs more than regular fog, and it has this great synergy, a great secondary use, which is cycling for 3.
Yeah, so it's more expensive than your traditional cycling card, and it's more expensive than fog. And
you can cycle.
There are more reasons not to run it than the other cards on this list.
It's super bad. You're like, okay, well, fog is bad, but this is just it bad.
It makes fog look marginally better.
It does make fog look marginally better.
Fog becomes an F+ compared to the haze.
It becomes. I would give it a D-.
I think you're being very generous
because it's a 1-drop.
You know what it is?
It's the type of card that comes around at the end of a draft. And if you're drafting with lands, somebody will draft the land out of the pack and pass you Haze of Pollen.
Yeah, I'll take almost any tokens or the marketing or instruction cards.
Oh yeah, but it's like definitely full art land first, then Haze of Pollen.
The best use for Haze of Pollen is you just write on it when you're proxying up cards to try a new deck.
It would also, though it is kind of hilarious if somebody like tries to overrun you, and you Haze of Pollen them. And you kill them on the crackback, but that's like 1 in a billion. Don't do it. Don't play it.
You're better than this.
Don't play it.
Internet.
Don't cycle it. Don't play it.
You deserve better.
Haze of garbage.
The other dishonorable discharge.
The other dishonorable mention is going to be Fog Bank. All right. Now look, you have to understand that some people might be confused about this. So it's a 2-drop, a blue and a colorless for a 0/2. Flying Defender Fog Bank that withstands all damage. So it passes the Lightning Bolt test. So at some point you're like, oh, that could be playable. No, wrong. It's not. Here's why. First off, Fatal Push.
Well, I mean, if you can get someone to waste removal on a Fog Bank, then it sort of worked.
I mean, if you have to Fatal Push a Fog Bank, also Grim Flare tramples right over that.
Well, here's the thing. If you're running a card like Fog Bank, it's obviously you screwed up in your draft, and you didn't have enough creatures.
No, this is a constructed card.
Oh, no, it is not a constructed card.
It's,
yeah, okay.
It's so bad.
They're not even graded. All right, so let's talk about good fog cards.
Okay, we're going to talk about good. At number 3, we've got Simon and Garfunkel. We've got Yawgmoth's Fog. Hello, Darkness, my old friend. That's right, Darkness.
Darkness.
The black fog.
That's all it is. It's a black fog from Legends that got reprinted in Time Spiral, and it's
got sweet flavor text on it though. It's got Shakespeare flavor text on the original.
Yeah, which
something about like embracing darkness as your lover.
Yeah,
it's such a bad card, guys.
It's just 1 black for a fog.
For a fog.
Yeah,
but it's worded differently. It says all creatures tap and attack normally. They just do no damage.
Yeah. It was done in Legends, so several years after Fog during the ABU stretch, and they were starting to change up the way things were described and the wording and mechanics, and they just made it unnecessarily convoluted. It's a bad card. I'm not running it.
It's bad.
So it's better than Fog Bank and better than Haze, but yeah. I mean, granted,
the art's on it's pretty good.
If you're running mono black, nobody's going to be like, he has 1 black open. I'll bet he has a darkness. I mean, part of me, just for spice, I kind of want to sneak it in just for a day and one time be like, boop.
Number 2.
Second best.
Safe Passage. Safe Passage, guys.
Yeah.
It's also bad. It just the difference is, Safe Passage prevents all damage. that turn.
Yeah, so at least...
Not just combat damage, all damage.
At least it's not going to be a situation where someone tries to storm off and a newer player casts Fog, and then you have to explain to them that only stops combat damage. For me, there's only one Fog card that I would ever run in a deck, and that's because I'm an EDH guy. But it's Arachnogenesis. Mm-hmm. It's from one of the...
Tell us more, Brad.
Commander Precons.
Take us to the Bradlands.
2 and a green for an instant. When you cast it, you put X 1/2 spiders into play with Reach, where X is the number of creatures attacking you. And all non-spider creatures deal no damage in combat this turn. Mm-hmm. So basically, if you're facing a Locust God deck and the guy makes 80 tokens, and I don't know what kind of jerk would do such a thing. Anyway, if he swings at you with all 80 creatures, you end up with 80 spiders that are 1/2 with Reach, and he ends up...
Oh, they're Reach spiders?
They're Reach spiders.
Really?
And your opponent is Butthurt Spider. But still probably not running it, unless you're doing... Like, I threw it when I made a Spider Tribal EDH deck for fun. Ashkanal, Oshkosh Bagosh as a commander. But it was a flavor inclusion.
As a
I just wanted to do something different. I like tribal decks. Okay. What is your pick as the best Fog?
Okay, well, so before we go into, like, I have one other thing that I want to talk about.
Yeah.
But the best Fog, Constant Mists.
Actually,
Constant Mists?
It's plural.
Plural. Constant Mists.
There's multiple.
Which is sweet if you use that Ruminop excavator or whatever. So you can fog a guy, you have to sack a land, and then you get your fog back. With the excavator, you can play your land from your graveyard and then fog again.
Yeah, so if you have
infinite fog.
If you have Crucible Worlds or the new Crucible Creature, or you're running a dredge deck, the idea is if you can get your lands back out of the graveyard, you can literally lock out a one-on-one game.
It's so bad.
It's terrible.
It's so bad.
It's fun. Listen, you're being very un-Steve now.
Okay, well, I can justify one usage of these damage prevention mechanics. And that's going to, of course, be the Phyrexian Unlife Angel's Grace combo for the Ad Nauseam deck.
Right.
Because that's what that deck does. It makes it so it can't die. It goes buck wild and hits you with, what is it, lightning, where you discard all your lands, let you draw your whole deck, whatever.
Yeah.
And that's a good combo. It's not really fog.
It's not a fog. There are cards that prevent damage or stop you from losing life or stop you from losing this turn.
Oh yeah,
that work
like Platinum Angel.
Right, that work especially in combo decks, but they're
it's not really fog. Yeah, fog bad.
Yeah, listen, fog had a time and a place. It was 94.
Sure.
It was Alpha, Beta, and Unlimited.
Yeah, in a draft deck. Before they'd even really invented drafting.
Back when Wizards of the Coast thought that you needed a 1-mana card of every color that did 3 of something. So 1 red was a lightning bolt for 3 damage.
Oh, right. 1 dark ritual.
1 black for 3. Or, Ancestral Recall. 1 blue for 3 cards drawn. So, yeah, the balance has kind of been...
such a better card than Fog.
They've kind of fixed it over time. You had Giant Growth, +3/+3 for 1 green. So they did it, they did it across the board. And Healing Salve was gain 3 life for 1 white.
That's whack.
Be sure to like, subscribe, and tell your friends.
Do it.
It means a lot to us. Thank you so much.
Do it. I dare you. I dare you. I dare you to do it.
You wanted it shorter.
Click that button.
Click it.
Click that subscribe button. I dare you. Double dog dare you. You won't do it because
do you want the little bumper
you fog drafter? Yeah. Yeah. If you don't click subscribe, you like fog.
There's no reason.
Haze of pollen drafting. Vulgar.
They're not using this.
Fog out his vulgarity. Click on the button. I dare you. Do it right now.
Yes.
Do it right now.
So basically, the best thing about Fog really is, Steve using it against Jason in episode 3 of Mana Screwed.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to agree with you.
Yeah.
If you haven't checked it out, can we do that boxing where I point to put it right here?
Yeah, put it on that side. Don't cover my face. It's over there. Click.
Would it be better right here? See, click on Steve.